Hi Aries, welcome back. Aries, this is going to be your June spiritual reading and we're going to go ahead and get right into it. So when I was meditating on the collective Aries energy, I got a song by Paramore. I believe it's called Ain't It Fun. And she says, ain't it fun living in the real world? And it's kind of like one of those songs that is a little bit snide, right? Because the song is kind of directed at another person, where she's saying like, get real, take care of yourself, time to grow up, that type of energy. Take a listen to that song, Aries. That may resonate with you, or the lyrics of that song may resonate with you. Symbolically, my takeaway from that is, that some of you might quite literally have someone in your life right now or in your environment in June where it's like you feel like this person is totally unrealistic, or they depend too much on other people to make them feel okay. They might have a very codependent personality and you've kind of identified that. Or it could be interchangeable where you're feeling that codependency towards another. But I think for the majority, this is either someone you're dealing with, or this is talking about you, Aries. Yes, keeping it realistic. There's nothing wrong with keeping it realistic. It's kind of what gets us through life. It's a good survival mechanism. But also sometimes keeping it realistic has a taste of pessimism to it. So you want to be careful that you're not being so realistic, but that you're expecting to be let down or expecting others not to measure up, because with law of attraction in place, you always get what you expect, okay? So yes, keep it real with yourself, with another, but try to stay optimistic. People can change. Situations do change. We change every single day, right? So have a broader perspective as you go into June, okay? Whether this is in regards to another person or yourself, but definitely go check out that song, because honestly, I haven't heard that song in forever, so it kind of surprised me that it came through. The other image I got, Aries, was of what looks to be like the beginning of a movie. The Paramount symbol from Paramount movies. And then right when I saw Paramount, I heard Paramore, and then the song came through. But some of you might just be wanting to indulge with the movies. It could be as simplistic as that. But for others of you, this is like a reminder, right, from your spirit that you are casted in the only play that matters, which is your life, and you are in the starring role. So be the star, Aries. Be a conscious creator. Think about what it is that you want to get out of life and who you want to be, and start making some changes towards that, or start cultivating towards that goal that you have. All right. Now, some of you might very well be a star. Okay. I got a lot of Aries that follow me. Maybe acting's in your destiny. Movies are in your destiny. Who knows? The sky's the limit. Don't limit yourself. But that's for my Aries that I think are looking to grow in that direction. Either way, you're the star of your own life, Aries. You don't need anybody to tell you that. You're the first zodiac sign out, okay? So you already know that, okay? So we're going to get into the tarot. I actually had some cards come out earlier that I'm going to keep and see what else we have going on during this time frame. So the cards that came out earlier was Taurus energy, the conjunction, and Scorpio energy. Some of you might have Taurus or Scorpio placements in your chart, and or you could be dealing with those signs, or it's just the influencing vibe. So this is what I was saying, keeping it earthy, keeping it practical. This is my realistic energy here. Taurus and Scorpio energy, Aries, is a very realistic type of vibe. They like to keep it real, but sometimes it can be a little bit of a paranoia as well, especially around Scorpio energy. So if you have these placements in your chart, you may feel that to a higher degree, but even if you don't, Aries, I get a sense of a little bit of paranoia within your energy, and maybe in regards to a specific person or a situation. And some of you, that may be why you're at this reading, okay? But either way, this is all about empowerment and clarity, and letting the intense energies that are coming through right now to kind of transform. And what are they transforming? They're transforming areas of your life that are going to help you to be more productive. So some of you might be making changes around like how you organize your day, or how you organize your work, or how you organize your home, so that you can get more productivity out of the actions that you're taking. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there might be some changes going around in those areas of your life, or within the area of routines, and needing to kind of change it up a bit in your routines, okay? Either way, this is activating, like I said, a very empowering energy, but it can also be a bit overwhelming. It just kind of depends on how you channel this energy yourself, Aries. So let's get some guidance cards out, and then we're going to go a little bit deeper into it and get more specific. So you have the card of uncertainty. I'm going to get the guidance card out now, but I'm not going to read it to you to the end to see how it ties into the reading. All right. And we're going to get one law of attraction card here. So I just noticed that the Two of Swords popped out. So some of you, that's that paranoia I picked up. And it's really funny because I have Scorpio energy here, and the title of their reading last time was, is this paranoia or the truth? So some of you are having a hard time deciphering, like, okay, am I just imagining this, or is my intuition correct? And there's a little bit of doubt around this. Now, this could also be some insecurity showing up, or just blocking out your intuition altogether, which you're being guided away from, okay? Away from that uncertain type of energy into more of an empowering energy. But I still think there's some unknowns here. Like, I'm getting the feeling, Aries, that there is like an unknown component here, because they've given me the words unbeknownst to you. I don't know what that means, but maybe we'll get it out in the cards. Unbeknownst to you. All right, so this says, I make many decisions and then I make them right. Your true work during this time in this perfectly balanced universe is to weigh continually your new stimulation of thought against the existing beliefs within you, thereby deciding what you want now. So some of you are going through this phase, Aries, where you are ridding yourself of old belief structures or old ways of doing things that don't serve you anymore, and you're recognizing it. Maybe you have been on the fence, though, if that's the right thing to do, whether it's cutting habits out, cutting people out, you know, cutting whatever out of your life. A little bit of uncertainty as to, like, if that is the right direction to go towards. But they're giving me the song again by Paramore. Ain't it fun, ain't it fun, ain't it fun? So, I guess the encouragement here is to have fun with it, Aries. Like, don't take it so seriously. Don't doubt yourself so much. Don't let yourself get over paranoid. Like, the truth, it always comes out. They've given me the phrase, the proof is in the pudding, right? So have fun with June. Have fun with the energy that's coming through. Don't need to know everything. Be okay with not knowing everything, and just do the best you can in the current moment to make it what you want it to be, all right? So let's look at the tarot and go a little bit further into it. So what I'm going to do now, Aries, is I'm going to go into your headspace. Then we're going to go into your emotional space, and we're going to look at the bigger spiritual picture, all right? So headspace for my Aries. We've got the Chariot, the Three of Cups. Okay. And the 10 of Coins. So this looks beautiful. You know, in your head space right now, I feel like, Aries, it's full steam ahead. Like, you have goals. You know what you want. You're on your way to it. Some of you have already arrived. Hello, movie star much, you know? Others of you, you know where you're headed, and there's really nothing that's holding you back, I feel. This is a sense of like really celebrating who you are and being okay with the way that things are. Even though you don't really know what's fully ahead of you, I feel like you're ready for it. Like you're ready to be ready to be ready. It's funny that this card has a mask in it because it reminds me of the masquerade. And wasn't I just saying, you know, about we are all actors in the play of life, right? So this is like a very playful energy and just needing to mix it up a little bit, okay? Get a little bit more fun, a little bit excitement into your life. Some of you are really considering moving towards a reconciliation with someone, but I feel like there's some unknowns around that, okay? So I'm not really sure if you're actually going to act on that, if that's the case. But it's in the mental space, right? For others of you, it's not really in regards to reconciling. It's more going towards like your pleasure. They've given me the song Pleasure Principles. Is that Janet Jackson? Pleasure Principles. Oh. Is that an actual song or did I just make that up? That's what I heard. Okay. The Pleasure Principle. Oh, now they're also giving me the song, got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. So some of you are really looking forward to, you know, continuing to get more stable in the financial sector, wanting to build, wanting to save. This could also represent working with other people, but also talks about real estate and your finances and things coming together in that arena of your life, or a desire to get things together in that arena of your life. I feel like you have a lot of emotional support here, Aries, and you're aware of that. You know, some of you might be like a guiding light for another person. You might be giving guidance to another person or be an emotional uplifter yourself. Some of you are uplifters. Do you know what that means, Aries? That means you help people to see their own shine, right? And I feel like Aries is the best zodiac sign for that. I've got an Aries friend. Actually, I have a few of them. One of them I work with. And she is like the best cheerleader. No matter what, she always praises. Like, you go, girl. You're awesome. And she'll happily go around and tell everybody how awesome you are. Now, don't get me wrong. She toots her own horn as well. But at the same time, like Aries, people can be great encouragers. They can be great at being a catalyst to help other people find their own upliftment. And some of you are doing just that. You know, uplifting another by kind of not really by, I feel, inserting yourself into someone's life, but showing them how it's done. You know, actions speak louder than words, that type of energy. It's all very positive in the thought space. So I'm really happy to see that, Aries. Like, a lot of you are very high vibrating and, you know, getting to this space where you're just happy to be of help to others maybe, or you're not letting this insecurity or this paranoia overwhelm your mind, which is really brilliant. Let's see what's going on in the heart space and the emotions. You got the moon, the Knight of Coins. Ooh, the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and the King of Cups. So, emotionally speaking, here's where the unknowns come in, yes? So, there is like this energy of, they just gave me the word dream decoder. Dream decoder. I don't know, take it or leave it. In the emotional space, there's a little bit of stagnant energy, okay? Some of you may feel like you've missed an opportunity with someone, or they may have missed an opportunity with you, but the encouragement here, Aries, is that there are no missed opportunities, right? Because after one opportunity comes another, comes another, comes another, comes another, comes another. You just got to be open to it, right? So get that out of your head if that's what's in your head. I feel like some of you intentionally kind of put your direction or put your focus in another direction because maybe what someone was offering you wasn't really in alignment with what you wanted or where you were headed at the time. I feel like that's past energy, even though it's showing up in the current vibration. Either way, there's a lot of emotion here. And I do get a sense of like feeling a bit stuck at times, like sometimes getting a little bit overwhelmed emotionally. Even though you know where you're headed, you know what you want. Some of you are finding success, in other areas of your life, and that's giving you this sense of empowerment. But then when it comes to like dealing with things emotionally or relationships, there might be this uncertainty around that, or an untrusting or paranoid energy surrounding that, okay? There is a sense of like wanting to keep some things to yourself, not really being ready or open to provide that opening to another person. Oh, okay. Some of you feel like somebody couldn't handle you full force. Now, whether that's true or not, to be determined, right? I feel like the right person for you is always going to be able to handle you, Aries. But some of you have that insecure fear that you might overwhelm a partner, or that they could not handle you. And that's just a fear, false evidence appearing real. So if that's the case, Aries, and that's why you've been a little bit hesitant or having some difficulty in the emotional space, then the guidance would be to kind of take a look at that, right? I just get the sense that some of you, you have all of this potential in the emotional arena, but you're kind of not really looking at that right now. Some of you are kind of putting that on the back burner intentionally because you have some things that you need to take care of, or a direction you want to head first. Because I heard the words first and foremost. And then, okay, maybe when it's time to prioritize that, you will prioritize this person, this emotion, this relationship, whatever it is. So now I'm hearing that song again. Ooh, okay, so this is for a few of you. Some of you, it's like giving someone a taste of their own medicine. Like if someone was a certain way towards you, Aries, you might be really tempted to kind of give them a taste of their own medicine and be like, see, how does that feel? Ain't it fun? It's it's kind of a vengeful energy. I'm just being honest with you, okay? But maybe you feel that it is warranted, because I got like a tough love feel here. Some of you believe in tough love, you've been given tough love, or someone has done this to you, so take it how it resonates. But if that's the case, then that's kind of blocking you in the emotional arena, because although we can feel very justified in our actions, it still doesn't negate law of attraction, right? And you still always get what you give. You still will attract back to you more of that of which you do not want if you go down that route, Like, they say 2 wrongs don't make a right. Well, the reason why they say that is if this person did something that kind of irked you, and then you do something to them to irk them, now they have justification to irk you. Now you're irked, so then you irk them. It's a never-ending, vicious cycle. You don't want to get caught up in a never-ending, vicious cycle. Some of you have done that in the past, and you've learned from that. Some of you have not yet. So just think about that when you're interacting with friends, when you're interacting with family, especially someone that irks you, or that song from Paramore might be geared towards. All right, so let's go into the spiritual picture and where this is headed. Ooh, that card flew out. Give me 2 more cards. All right, 4 more cards. Yes. Here's the 10 of Swords. So, You have the Seven of Wands, the Ten of Swords here, the Two of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. This is like, this is feeling justified. This is you feeling justified and pushing back on something. But it only hurts you when you do that, Aries. This is exactly the energy I was talking about. And it comes from a place of not wanting to be hurt yourself, or from paranoia or insecurities, not wanting to be taken advantage of. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't have boundaries. I'm not saying don't empower yourself. I'm just saying don't lower yourself. Don't lower your vibration out of justification. All right, because hurt people hurt people. Now, are you a hurt person or are you a healed person? Because there's a big difference in the reaction from a hurt person versus a healed person. And the way to uplift another is to live by example. And some of you are in this space, right, where you are gaining momentum towards being an uplifter. And yet there's moments in time where you kind of regress backwards into being a reactor. And nothing wrong with that, right? I just heard different strokes for different folks. Like some people you like to uplift, and some people, they trigger you. They trigger you. They trigger you. But you're in this evolution of your soul where you're starting to understand that even those that trigger you could use some upliftment, could use some healing. Because really the only reason these people are dwelling down here is because they haven't found themselves yet. So you have something to be of value to those people. But not if you lower yourself to their standards. Then you become them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have a choice here to either, and this is what this conjunction is about. Let's go back to that. Sorry, I like my cards to be neat. Let's go back to that at the beginning of the reading. You have a choice here between this energy, which is productive, which is fertile, which is practical, fair, or this energy, which is more geared towards the shadow, can be destructive, manipulative, obstructive. Now, there's growth that will come from either. So I'm not saying one is more right and one is more wrong. I'm just saying that you'll feel more empowered if you go with the more productive approach. Because some of you might have a setback here. And it's coming from an emotional place of always feeling like you need to be on guard or protective of yourself. It's almost like the more you try to push away being taken advantage of or pain, the more you call in just that, being taken advantage of and pain. And it's just because that's where your focus is at. And this could be in regards to a specific person or just relationships in general in your life. But they give me the word behooves. It behooves you to become aware of that and get ahead of it. It behooves. Because we're ending the reading here with the Queen of Coins, which I feel like is you embodying this energy of being more practical and just nurturing yourself and knowing that when you let yourself go into your shadow, you always pay the price. You always pay the price. It just creates more paranoia. But when you're really looking for is to start to move things forward, okay? Take the lesson, but not the pain, Aries. So let's see what the Osho Zen has to say, and then we'll read the guidance card that I got out earlier. Oh gosh, I wanted one card. I got like 18. Hold on a second. Yeah, when you start to feel entrapped or suppress your spark or yourself to justify your shadow, that's when you start to feel bad. This is like, in order to heal, you need to go with the flow and understand that your job is to stay whole, to stay high vibrating, even when those around you are not. Because some of you, you have come to this life to be an uplifter. And that's spiritually where you're headed right now. But there are some developed behaviors here that do not serve you anymore, that you're either unaware of that you do, or you're uncertain how to change. And what I'm telling you is, Aries, continue to live by example. Treat others as how you want to be treated, even if they don't behave that way towards you. You know? And I'm not saying, again, to lower your boundaries. Keep your boundaries up, but stay an uplifter. All right, so let's read what the guidance card was here. It says support. People come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then they move on, while others return often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you throughout your entire life. How many times can I get this same card for you, Aries? I got the same card in like 3 readings now, just for you. Some of you are finding out who's in your soul tribe, who's resonating with you. You might notice that people that you once resonated with or once jived with, you're no longer really feeling that anymore. And what's coming into sharper focus is those people in your life who are genuinely part of your soul tribe and vibrating at the same level that you are. Either way, no matter who comes in and out of your life, they're all of value to you because they teach you one very important thing, and that is who you are. And how do you find out who you are through other people? By what it pulls out of you. Does it pull out your uplifting side or your shadow? And that's how you know where you're at spiritually. So, wow, Aries, I love this reading for you, and I hope that you enjoyed it as well. Zodiac signs that you might be dealing with during this time frame. I have Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus in particular, but I also saw Aquarius out earlier. And could be Cancer as well. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, yeah, like I said, and Virgo. Capricorn at the bottom of this deck. Those are the primary zodiac signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind, it's a general reading, so it could be any zodiac sign. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I hope that you found this helpful. Please do let me know in the comments down below. The next round of readings will be you versus them, so stay tuned for that. Also, don't forget to check me out on Facebook and Instagram. The only Facebook and Instagrams in existence that are legitimately mine are the ones linked in the description box. There's a lot of fake profiles and scammers out there right now in the tarot community. Please do not follow them. I do not private message people. I do not have a WhatsApp. Be smart. But do click on my actual Facebook and Instagram links below or in the About section, and that will take you to my page where I do go live, and you can get a bunch of extra content there. Also, if you like my style, you can get it for yourself at my sister's online boutique, avasophiaco.com, also linked down below. And for those of you who'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so in the About section. I am wishing you the very best, Aries, and until next time, my friends.